What's up, FOA squad? I'm Anthony, and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy whatever day I get to post this video for you guys. I am super excited for so many reasons. The first is November the 5th was my 11th year anniversary of YouTube. Yay! Round of applause. Yay! 11 years. I'm going to put up somewhere. The proof is in the pudding. I'm going to put it up here somewhere. 11 years. So, wow. I can't believe it. That's like almost half the time that I worked in the printing industry. But anyway, I'm so excited about that. Now, I also, before I get into today's video, because today, finally, I decided and I feel like doing it and cooking it, I'm going to make carbonara. I ate that meal at least twice when I was in Italy. My sister ate it 3 times when she was in Italy. So I'm going to attempt to make it myself. But before I get into the cooking, I want to talk a little bit about this Las Vegas trip, because I did get a couple of emails with some questions. So I'm going to answer that question. They were actually the same question, but asked by a few people. So I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to clear up everything so that you and I can be on the same page with the Vegas trip. Now, the question that was asked is, if you live in Vegas, can you just purchase the activities package? Meaning all the things that we're going to be doing during that time frame. And the answer is yes. You can purchase just the activity package. Now, that cost is going to vary, because if you are coming to Vegas like every day and you're doing everything, and the difference in the price is going to be the last thing that we do, which is the breakfast on the last day. So if you're living in Vegas and you're not going to get up that last morning and come to the hotel and have breakfast with us, I'm going to deduct that cost from what the activity package is. Now, the activity package is $563. If you're not going to have breakfast that last day, the cost is going to be $531. That covers all the activities plus the taxes, because you know Vegas is not tax-free, plus the taxes and the agent fee. So you can do that if you are in Vegas and you just want to come out every day and participate in all of the activities that we have. So once again, the activity package is $563 if you are going to come out that morning of the last day and have breakfast with us, which I'm calling our farewell breakfast. If you're not going to get up and come out, then your activity package is going to be $531. Now, I did get a comment or two about, oh, that's too much. And I said, well, the Cirque du Soleil tickets are running up to $200. So all in all, I think it's a good price. I mean, I don't feel bad about the price at all. I think it's a good price. I think there's a lot of things that we're going to be doing that weekend. And it also is compensation for me as the travel agent who putting all these things together, who is going to manage the group during the trip. So I think it's a pretty good deal there. Okay, now I want to also talk about the double occupancy rooms. If you are going to be sharing a room with someone, there's going to be 2 of you in a room. It's important that each person make their own deposit separately and pay the remaining balance separately. And the reason that is, it helps me keep a record of everything in order, you know, all the finances. Meaning if one person, if they make the deposit for 2 people, then only one person financial records are being recorded. And I need everything and every transaction to be on a separate type of deal. So remember, if it's 2 people in the room, you have, it's as if both of you book in the same room, but you're doing it on separate occasions. Okay. And another thing I like to mention, it would be very helpful if you book the room or you pay your deposits on or about the same day. So that will prevent a time lapse for me to book the room. Because as soon as the deposits are made, I'm going to be start booking the rooms. So keep that in mind because that's very important. I will know anyway whether you guys did it correctly or not. So double occupancy is important to book the rooms separately. Now, each person is still required, and this is with the people that are buying the activity package as well. Each person is still required to pay the $50 deposit by the deadline, December the 15th. I meant to mention that part when I was speaking about the activity package. Even if you're just buying the activity package, you are still required to put down the $50 non-refundable deposit by the deadline of December the 15th. Also, what else I wanted to mention about the Vegas trip? That's about it. If you are flying in and if you like my assistance with helping you with your flights and everything, you can reach out to me. And of course, I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. But other than that, I think that's all I wanted to mention about the Las Vegas trip. I wanted to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Yes, there is an activity package. If you live in Vegas, if you want to just purchase the activities, you can do so. Once again, the cost is $563. That's if you are coming to the farewell breakfast. If you are not coming to the farewell breakfast that last day, the cost is $531. So if you have any questions, you guys can email me at foasquad@yahoo.com. That is our official email address for our community. I don't think a lot of you guys know that, but yes, that is our official email address. Okay, now that all of that is out the way, I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say. Okay, I do. I do. We're going to get to the cooking now, but I do. I'm super excited because in an upcoming video, some parts of my little trailer home is going to get a makeover. I'm not going to tell you what or where. It's going to be a makeover in some part of this trailer. It's going to be a makeover because I've had this trailer now. Well, we'll talk about that later on. But anywho, that is it. I'm super excited about the fall festival. That is going to be this weekend. And I have my little cart out on my site. I'm going to jazz it all up and everything. It's going to be great. So got some pretty good content coming your way in the next week or so, week and a half. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to cooking some carbonara. Okay, I'm back because I knew I was going to forget something related to the Vegas trip. I was also asked, uh, can someone come to the meet and greet and just meet me and meet all the other FOAs? I don't want things to get chaotic, and I don't want things to get confused with the people that are actually taking part in the trip and people that's just stopping by. So I came up with the idea of, for those of you who live in Vegas and are not taking part in the trip, that I am going to have a meet and greet, a meetup, not a meet and greet, a meetup. I'm going to have a meetup the day before everybody is supposed to arrive for the trip because I am going to be arriving the day before. So I said, you know what? I'll use that day to have a meetup. So if anyone is going, I'll let you know as soon as I do a little bit of research of where the meetup and what time the meetup is. I have to first find out what my flight schedule is going to be like. But just know, for those of you who do live in Vegas and not taking part in the trip and would still like to come out and chit chat with me and meet me, I am going to schedule a meetup the day before the trip. So there you have it. It's going to be great all the way around, all the way around. Everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's going to be happy. All right, I just wanted to mention that. Now, for real, for real, for real. Let's get into this carbonara. All right, guys, let's get into this carbonara. I'm going to talk about the ingredients. All right. Need 2 eggs, just the yolk, not the other part of it. Now, carbonara is traditionally made with spaghetti, but I don't like the little spaghetti thins anymore. I have not eaten that in years. I like either fettuccine or linguine, and this is fettuccine. Now, a true, authentic carbonara is made with guanciale. I don't have guanciale. I could not find guanciale anywhere, so I'm going to be using this instead, which I cannot think of. Oh my goodness, why can't I think of the name of this stuff right now? Ah, pancetta. Lord have mercy, Anthony. A senior moment. You haven't had a senior moment in a good while. Pancetta. Thank goodness it was written on the daggone paper. It would have came to me eventually. And remember when I bought that high-priced cheese? Because it suggests that you use 2 different cheeses, but I have seen it on YouTube videos where they just use one of these cheeses, and this is the Parmesan Reggiano. Yes, Parmigiano Reggiano. Parmigiano Reggiano. Parmigiano Reggiano. And then this high price. No, this is the highest one. This thing costs, one of them was $12 and one of them was $8. And then also Pecorino Romano. So we're going to grade some of that up. We're going to cook some of this pancetta. And we're going to get going here. And I'm going to use a little salt for my pasta water. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is grate up. I'm going to grate up some of this cheese if I can get it open. Get the grating up some of this cheese. It's going to be a long video. I'm going to tell you now. So sit back, relax, because this is going to be a long video. Whew. We're going to grate up some cheese. We're going to grate up some cheese. This is going to take forever. I might have to put this in fast motion with some music. I bought a small grater because I don't use graters that often. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't use graters at all. Oh my goodness, I'm not even going to need a lot of this cheese. So I'll be making some kind of dish where I need some cheese. Look at this. I didn't even hardly budget. Okay, I'll be wrapping this up in some aluminum foil. But I do want to have enough of the sauce to put the pasta in. Okay, we working it. Because I want my pasta to have a lot of sauce on it. You know, I want it to be nice and saucy. And that's the guy's video name, Saucy Seth. Okay. Let's get some aluminum foil. I feel like I need a little bit more, even though I'm gonna have 2 cheeses. Okay, that does look like enough. That do look like enough. All right, cheese number 2. Pecorino Romano. I don't even know the names of these daggone cheeses, because I don't use these cheeses. Okay, come on now. Don't be so stubborn. All right, I'm gonna leave this in a pack. Can't you just sense that this is gonna be good? I can't even tell the cheeses apart. All right. All right, let me level it up and then I'll be done. All right, there we go. The cheese has been grated. And it's all over the place. The cheese has been grated. I'll wrap this up in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay neat while I'm working. I'm gonna try to stay a little neat while I'm working. Okay. Let's stay neat. 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 Somebody commented and said, I'm so annoying. I'm like, what do you mean I'm annoying? I'm not annoying. I'm entertaining. Anyway, we only need the yolk part. So, how about that? How about that? I see them scales. Woo, baby. Come on. Come on, get down. All right. I did that good. I did that good. Get the eggs out the way because we don't need them no more. All right, before I start mixing that up, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the pasta and the pancetta going. The pasta. Put some salt in there. Now let's get the pancetta. We're going to cut these pancettas into blocks. Little cubes. And little cubes. Turn that down some. Now that's going to make some good grease that we're going to use. Nice. Oh my Lord. We have to turn that bad boy down. All right. All right. Get rid of that fat. You want to get that pancetta nice and crispy. All right, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mix this egg and cheese up. I might need another egg. I'm not sure because I got a lot of cheese in here. Okay. It's not coming off the out of the whisk. All right, get out of the whisk. It's getting stuck in the whisk. All right, this is what the egg and cheese look like. That don't even look like a lot. But I have to put some of the grease from the pancetta and a little bit of the pasta water. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Okay guys, I took a little bit of the pancetta grease as well as a little bit of the pasta water and I put inside of the egg and cheese mixture, and now I have a nice little sauce here. And when my fettuccine gets ready, I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate that into here, and I'm gonna put the right amount of fettuccine in here because I don't want it to absorb up all the sauce because I don't have any left. But what I'm gonna do right now is add some of the couple pieces of the oh, how did that get out of here? I'm gonna add a couple pieces of the pancetta in there. And then I'm gonna save a couple pieces. Alright, I got some of the pancetta mixed in there. It looks nice. Then once I get that spaghetti out, it's important for me to put the right amount of spaghetti in, fettuccine in there because, again, I don't want to have more fettuccine and not enough sauce. So this should be enough sauce to make a one serving. So we'll see. All right, guys, we're looking good. We're looking good. Okay, guys, it's now time for me to put some of the pasta in here. And that's all I'm gonna put in there. Woo! Oh my goodness. Wowzer. This looks so good. Check it out, guys. Look at that. Whoa, don't drop it, Anthony. Ooh, it smells so good. Of course, we're gonna add some pepper in there. Now let's plate this up. Okay, I'm going to, where's a fork? Spoon. I'm going to make it nice and pretty. I thought I was going to need some more sauce, but I don't think I will. But I'm going to pour it on here anyway. Ooh, that looks good. Alright guys, here it is. My carbonara. Oh my gravy. I don't know how to do that little circle thing to put the fettuccine on the plate, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, guys. It smells. Oh my God, it smells so cheesy. So cheesy. Oh my goodness. Ah. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. Make sure I get some pancetta up in there. Have a second bite. Okay. Y'all know I keep it 100% when I make my meals. So I'm about to dissect this meal. I'm going to take one more bite just to make sure my thoughts are clear. I'm going to take one more bite just to make sure my thoughts are clear. Okay. Let me clear my throat. Okay. The cheese part of it is on point. I thought first it was going to taste too cheesy for me, but I guess the mix of two different types of cheeses kind of balance it out. But the cheese part of it is on point. The pasta, the pasta is on point. It's soft, it's good. But here is the one thing. It's a little salty. It's a little salty. Now, I think that came from the pancetta. I mean, what else could it come from? But it's a little salty. I love the cheese that's on. I love the cheese that's on the fettuccine. Okay, see, that mouthful didn't have no pancetta on it, and it tastes less salty. I got the egg part right. I tempered the eggs nicely so that they wouldn't scramble, and I ended up with scrambled eggs in it. But it's a tad bit salty. So honestly, and I ain't even gonna front with you guys, I'm not gonna finish this plate because it's salty. Mm. If I finish this plate, my blood pressure will be through the roof. And quite honestly, let me turn around. Quite honestly, I don't know how to make this less salty. I put salt in my pasta water all the time. And this spaghetti, this fettuccine is all stuck up in my dentures all over the place. I'm trying to refrain from picking in my mouth in front of y'all. But, it's all over the place. But I don't know how to make this dish less salty. As I was saying, I put salt in my pasta water all the time, and my spaghetti is not salty like this. So it has to be the pancetta that's making it salty like this. So I can't eat all that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and front in front of you guys. The fettuccine, the cheese, the noodles are cooked right, but it's too salty for me. I'm not even gonna front. It's too salty. But I do think it was an honest attempt for me to try to make this meal. Maybe the actual guanciale, which you is supposed to use, what authentic carbonara has in it, maybe that's less salty than the pancetta, because I can't see anything in this dish besides the pancetta that's making this dish on the salty side. But I gave it a shot. I did. I gave it a shot, and I'm glad I did, because I now know that maybe I can replace. I guess it wouldn't be called. Excuse me. I guess it wouldn't be called an authentic carbonara if I replaced like a sausage or something. A sausage in there. I guess you need some type of bacon in there, or some type of like guanciale or pancetta in there for it to be called a carbonara. But I gave it my best shot, guys. That's all I can do. You know, cooking is all about experimenting and learning. And, you know, I probably would not be making this dish again. All right, guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. As always, thanks for taking a few minutes out of my day. Y'all took a few minutes out of my day. Oh, my goodness. Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day for watching my videos. If you have any questions about the Las Vegas trip, feel free to give me a call. The number is on the flyer. If you don't want to give me a call, you can email me. I've been pretty good with responding to emails. Also, last note, the South Africa trip has about 2.5 more weeks before you can put your $275 deposit down. So let's get it going, guys. Time is running out, and I don't want you to miss out. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.